Hey, how you doing? This is a video from Lawton Childs. I hope you're doing well. If you want to like and subscribe really quickly, that would be awesome. You know, you don't get what you don't ask for. So if you want to take a second to like and subscribe to the channel, if this is on Facebook, you can follow me as well. If you like these videos, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to do that. That would be awesome while I collect my thoughts. But here's what today's training is about, okay? If you want to get really good at changing behavior, and I thank you for liking and subscribing, by the way, I appreciate that, because I know your time is valuable. You got a lot of people you could pay attention to, and you've chosen to watch this video, which means a lot, right? So when we're in the business, me and you are in the business, if you're in marketing, writing copy, growth, sales, any kind of thing like that, offline, online, you're in the business of trying to change behavior, right? And you've seen by now that that's pretty darn hard to do, right? Unless you have something people really naturally want, okay? But a lot of times what we're trying to do is we're trying to change behavior. We're trying to get around skepticism. We're trying to have sequences, whether it be email or video or text, which lower the risk and the doubt in our offers and raise the trust and proof and the believability that we can follow through with whatever promise that we made in our marketing, right? And one of the things that you know, in order to get good at what's work, in order to get good at what's working, you have to know what doesn't work. And so I urge you and compel you and implore you to get on some of these politicians' lists, okay? Especially right now during the midterms when they're trying to raise a lot of money. And you'll see on the Democrat side, on the Republican side, on the Libertarian side, on like the, whatever Green Party side, you'll see how bad they are at, number one, just never talking about you or your concerns. It's always either like, hey, we're running out of money, or we're about to get out fundraised, or this person's about to start political ads against me and we need you to, put out the fire, the financial fire that's happening. And they send these kind of emails over and over again, and it's all about them. It's all about like their story, or it's all about like their opponent and how they are bad, I am good, you should support me, right? There's nothing in there about you, your problems, your pain, your concerns. And so their fundraising efforts are kind of drying up, right? Because they have really gone into, let me make it all about me and differentiate me, because that's the advice they're getting. Make it all about you and how you're different, right? And then attach a pitch at the end for money or whatever, support, share it, So if you want to know what doesn't work, go for a month, put it in another Gmail folder and subscribe to any political list, on either side of the aisle, especially people you don't agree with, or if you're just not into politics, like just get on some of these lists. You'll quickly see how much they talk about themselves. They're not even like what they're planning to do for you, but how they're, number one, under attack. Number two, they'll talk a little bit about how, we are under attack and our agenda is under attack, and, they're going to threaten your way of life, right? That's number two. So they'll do a little bit of talking to you, but not much. And then you'll see how many times they just ask you for money over and over again, right? Which isn't bad, but it's their way that they do it is so backwards. So the first thing I want you to do is go get on these political lists, right? Number one, you'll see how not to write an email. It's like super long paragraphs. I'm talking like 10 lines, 12 lines that are intimidating to read, that are, filled with GIFs and images and stuff that's trying to be cute and clever and just doesn't do anything, right? And then just like, same thing, trying to get the 3 to 5% of the hyper donators to keep donating, rather than telling a broader story about your struggle and what they're going to do for you and all this stuff, right? So I implore you, number one, go get on these lists, put them in a separate Gmail folder, right? Anything that says like Democrat or Republican, you can set a filter in Gmail and it'll go right into that folder, right? And the second thing is if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or anything, social media, please like and subscribe. I know that's two different things I'm asking you to do, which we should never do as marketers. We want to make it about one thing, but it's pretty easy. So like this and subscribe to the channel if you would like more of these videos. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch mine. And that if they're on Facebook, you can follow me if you really want to. Up at the top, there's like a little follow button, right? There even might be a little thing in this video that says, do you want to follow me? But yeah, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree about how bad the state is with these emails and these messages? And if so, do you have any advice for everybody watching? Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Lawton Childs. Please like and subscribe, and that helps the algorithm, helps me, and then helps me get more of these videos to you, and so you can watch them and know that they're out there. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.